What is going on, everybody? This is Anthony with VR365, and it is Friday. It is March 1st, and it is 11:38 a.m. What is going on, guys? So we are back in the building, and we've got another episode today. We are up to episode 112 today. Let me get my chat situated here, and let me get my stories in the right spot. Okay, well, we're off to a bit of a late start today, but at least we are here and we are active and we are popping off. Okay, what is the lead story of the day? And the lead story of the day, hold on one second. Let me go ahead and grab the trailer to get into that. Where are you? I probably should have had this prepared. Okay, so the lead story of the day, folks, is Ghost Giant. Ghost Giant has been dated. It is coming on April 16th, and this is basically one of the biggest PlayStation VR games that we're looking forward to. Developer is Zoink Games. And this is one of the big ones. We've been looking forward to this. We knew that it was coming in spring. We now have a date. It is coming on April 16th digitally. And the physical version is going to be coming on April 19th, 3 days later. So Ghost Giant looking like one of the bigger games possibly of the early half of 2019 in VR land. Now, of course, this is a PlayStation VR exclusive, and I know a lot of people boo-hoo-hoo that this isn't going to be on Steam, this isn't going to be on the Oculus store, at least not right away. One of the things that we have to remember here, as long as Sony isn't publishing this game, the chances of it hitting the Oculus store and hitting Steam, very good. It is actually very, very good. And I do not believe that Sony is publishing this. I believe Zoink Games is publishing it. And so this is going to arrive on April 16th. And it's very possible by, say, midsummer, this could hit the Oculus store. This could hit Steam. And Windows mixed reality players can play it as well. So I'm looking forward to Ghost Giant. I think it looks really cool. I like it. I think the graphics look good. Look, I know MainFan has said the graphics look craptacular on this game. I think they look good. And I think the idea of you're this giant character that's interacting with a little person, not a person, but a little character, your arms reach out. I mean, it's pretty natural for VR. We kind of saw this a little bit with Moss, where you're this giant that is interacting with that little mouse quill, and to a lesser extent with Astrobot, because, Astrobot is in front of you, and you're like this robot that is controlling Astrobot. Now, in this game, in Ghost Giant, this little character is going to be looking at you and talking to you during the experience, and you're going to be helping this character out. I think it looks pretty cool. But anyway, that's a misquote. I thought MainFan said he thought it looked kind of crappy, or he didn't think the graphics were very good. I forget what it was. Something along those lines. Okay. So, yeah, so a lot of people in chat are saying congrats on 1K subs. And the last time I looked, it was at 998. So, yeah, that's awesome. We are at 1,000 subs. That is really cool. Unfortunately, I'm having some problems with my Google AdSense situation. So, even though I'm going to be at 1,000 subs or whatever by, say, tomorrow's show officially, I will not be getting any super chats anytime soon because of some weird AdSense situation that I'm in. And I'll try to explain it real quick, just in case there might be somebody out there that is like a hardcore expert in regards to like Google AdSense and that type of thing. So basically, so am I at 999 or 1,000 subs? I haven't even looked, but the last time I looked, it was 998. But anyway, the AdSense problem that I have is, see, I started VR Game Rankings in April of 2017, the website, the website VR Game Rankings. And upon having a website VR Game Rankings, naturally, I wanted to try to get connected with Google AdSense to have, standard advertisements littered around the website in different places via Google AdSense. So I created an AdSense account. And I start, so I guess it dropped back, yeah. All right, well, it doesn't matter, whatever. We'll be at 1,000 subs by, within a couple of days regardless. So it might go up, it might go back. These are the kinds of things that happen. But basically what I was going to say is I started a Google AdSense account to hook up the website with Google AdSense. And I applied to hook up the website with Google AdSense, and I keep getting rejected. I would just keep getting rejected. Like it would say, the website does not meet certain criteria, blah, blah, blah. But unfortunately, see, here's the unfortunate thing. They wouldn't tell you exactly why your website is not meeting the proper criteria. Instead, they give you like 35 possible reasons why your website is not meeting the criteria. So I kept changing this, I changed that. I added a privacy policy. Some people are saying, oh, you got to have an About Us page, and you got to have like pictures of the editors and stuff. So I did that. So I did all these different kinds of things to try to get Google AdSense to work with the website. Never worked. It never worked, okay? And so I just gave up on it. I just said, forget it. Forget it. It ain't worth all the trouble. F this. I'm not going to deal with it. So I stopped worrying about that. Then I wanted to get Google AdSense hooked up to the VR Game Rankings YouTube channel, and I could never do that. And I had a guy that was helping me out with it. This one guy in the UK, he volunteered to help me out and try to figure out my Google AdSense thing, and I gave him all of my account information, and he checked all kinds, he looked into all kinds of different stuff, and he determined that I'm never going to be able to monetize that channel. And he basically said, you're going to have to start a new channel. And so that got me down the road of thinking, okay, I have to start a new channel. So then I started a new channel, VR365, and way before, this is months ago, I tried to close the account. I tried to close that Google AdSense account that was trying to connect to the website, and I thought that it was kind of closed, but I guess it never actually closed, because yesterday when I started to get close to 1,000 subs, I was like, well, you know what? I better figure out this Google AdSense thing, get this straightened out so that once I hit 1,000 subs, everything will be good, blah, 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 blah. And so I went back into the Google AdSense thing, and the account is not closed. It's like in this limbo thing. It's a mess. It's a freaking mess. And you know what? I'm kind of pissed. I really am. I'm kind of pissed off about it from the standpoint that it just seems like I can't catch a break, man. And it's like, God damn, when am I going to catch a break? Like, when is the freaking sun going to shine on my shores? You know, I don't want to go into like an, oh, woe is me, the world is against Anthony. I don't want to get into that. But shit keeps happening where it's like, God damn, can a mofo catch a break? So anyway, that's my Google AdSense thing, and I don't even know what to say about it. I practically want to cry, but oh well, let's move on. Okay, so what is our next story of the day? See, Paradise says contact them, tell them the issues. I've tried to send them email, like I've sent them emails. See, the thing is, Google, you go through all this process, right? You go through this process where it's like, ask the community. Are you having a problem with your Google AdSense account? It must be one of 27 issues. And they give you 27 different things, and none of those 27 issues, none of those apply to what my situation is, right? And then it's like, has all else failed? Contact blah, 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 you know, send an email. I did that, never ever got contacted back. Sent another email, never got contacted back. Sent another email, you know? And so at a certain point, you're like, F this. Like, what do I got to do? You know, so I'm kind of sick of it. I'm really kind of sick of it. But log into your old account and close it down. Exactly, that's what I would like to do. But here's the thing. When I log into my old account, See, here's the thing. To close a Google AdSense account, you got to log in your account, you click on account, and then you start following this process. But here's the problem. I log into my Google AdSense account, and where it highlights account, it's grayed out. I can't click it because it's saying that there's a problem with my website. It was trying to connect with my website. I don't care about that anymore. I just want to close the account, but it's stuck in a loop. It's stuck in an error loop, and it won't let me click on the account. And if I could pay like $50, like if I could pay $50 cash right now to talk to somebody at Google, because I guarantee you, if I could talk to somebody at Google, they could fix this in a fraction of a second. But you can't talk to a human. You have to like ask the community, and then I've sent emails. I've checked the emails. I've never gotten an email back from them. I've never ever gotten an email back from Google. I've sent them like 5 or 6 emails, never got an email back. So like, what do I do? Like seriously, I've followed every step. You know, I don't know. I'm at a point now where I almost just want to fucking quit. I'm serious. I almost want to fucking quit. But you know what? I'm going to push forward. I'm going to keep on banging. You know, eventually the sun will shine again. That's my thought process. The sun will shine again, right? Eventually. Yeah, see, I'm starting to get pissed off now because, see, every time I get into this Google thing, it's just so goddamn depressing. It's so depressing. Do you know how many shows I've done? Like 500 shows. I've done over I've delivered over 500 pieces of content, never been monetized, ever. Never, ever been monetized. And just keep running into roadblock after roadblock after roadblock. It's like, I gotta see like a witch doctor. You know, I don't believe in like weirdo stuff, but it's like, I'm at the point now where I need to see a goddamn witch doctor because somebody put a curse on my ass. It's ridiculous. I'm serious. I'm really starting to get sick of it. And every time I even think about it, it's like every time I think about it, I damn near want to like, I can feel like I'm about to puke or something. I'm so freaking sick of it. It's just, I'm so tired of it. Why does it have to be so effing complicated? Why can't it just be simple? It's like they deliberately are trying to F with me, and I'm so tired of it. I'm so damn tired of it. But let's go ahead and move on. I'm sorry. I want to apologize to everybody that's watching this show right now that doesn't give an F about what I'm talking about. And I don't want to talk about this. I really don't. But, you know, I'm going to blame it on you guys because you brought up the 1,000 subs and all of that. So I'll go ahead and blame it on you guys. But anyway, let's get back to the news. Main fan says you have to have 1,000 subs and 4,000 hours of view content in a year to monetize. Yeah, I've got way more than 4,000. Like it's redonkulous. I don't even know what to say about that. But let's move on. Let's get into actual news stories. I hate the fact that I just went down this road because like there might be like 15 people that are subscribed to this channel that find this topic fascinating, but the other 895 of them don't give an F about what I'm talking about right now. And they're like, really? Are you still talking about freaking Google AdSense? I'm going to unsubscribe from this channel. Oh my God. Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about our next story of the day. And our next story of the day is we need to switch over to our tweet window. So let's go ahead and switch over here. So this is making the rounds out there. Now this is David Jagneaux, and I believe this guy works for Upload VR, right? I'm pretty sure this guy works for Upload VR. And basically he tweeted this out yesterday. Just tried what might be the most comfortable PC-VR headset thus far. More details coming in like 2 weeks. Okay, bye. Okay, so yeah, and this has sent the subreddits afire, basically. It's got everybody talking because everybody wants to know, what could this guy possibly be talking about? What headset could he possibly be talking about? Is he talking about the Rift S? Is he talking about Valve's Mystery HMD? Did he try the Vive Cosmos and it's very comfortable? Did he try that? Did he try Hewlett-Packard's Copper? Maybe the Acer Oho 600. There's a lot of possibilities here. Maybe he tried LG's VR headset, and there's going to be a huge explosion in 2 weeks where there's an LG VR headset that we know nothing about. I don't know. We don't know what it is. Or maybe he's never ever played PlayStation VR, and he oh no, it's a PC VR headset. See, I was thinking most comfortable headset, that's PlayStation VR. The PlayStation VR is the most comfortable headset by a country mile. But I've only tried 4 headsets, so don't take my word for it. But of the 4 that I've tried, PSVR blows the others completely out of the water. Now, in regards to this rumor, though, the interesting thing is more details coming in like 2 weeks. That is interesting from a number of standpoints because it's interesting because what's going to happen in about 2 weeks? GDC. Gee, is the timing random? I don't think so. So I think this is either possibly Rift S or possibly some type of Valve-related headset. Because think of the Knuckles. Think of everybody and their mom has a pair of Knuckles. Sebastian has Knuckles. Cass and Cherry have Knuckles. I don't have Knuckles, but everybody and their mama has a Knuckles. So I guess all these Knuckles are out there. So there has to be something getting ready to pop. So maybe, finally, oh my God, a ray of sunshine. Maybe not my ray of sunshine to finally be monetized, but a ray of sunshine for a new PC VR headset that we can get excited about, we can get hyped about. Is that a possibility? Methinks it is a possibility. So that is the David Jagneaux tweet, and I'm very interested in that. I'm very excited in that. Let's go ahead and see what some of the people are saying in chat, though, if some people are talking about this. Okay, let's see. Rendered Reality says, I think it's weird no one has a Rift in stock right now. Well, the way I understand it, though, is no one has a Rift in stock at brick and mortar, but at online places you can buy a Rift. But yeah, I mean, I obviously have the conspiracy theory. I've talked about this a number of times. They are clearing the channel for the Rift S. David Jagneaux tried the Rift S, and it is the most comfortable headset he's ever tried. I don't know. It doesn't, because you would think the Rift S would be damn near identical to the Oculus Quest, but just PC VR. And people have tried the Oculus Quest, and nobody's ranted and raved about that being the most comfortable headset out there. So I don't know if that's the Rift S, but it is interesting. And John Schubert, okay, no, we're not going to get into that. I'm not going to talk about that anymore. Push the Button says it's about copper. It could be copper. Ben Lang, wasn't it Ben Lang that tried on the copper? But I don't remember him saying, oh my God, it was so comfortable. So maybe it's that. Oh, also he's saying it's a PC VR headset. Because this guy, Argambo, is saying headset equals Microsoft's HoloLens 2. Wait, let's go back to our tweet window. PC VR headset. No, PC VR headset. That's not HoloLens 2. So that is not HoloLens 2. Push the Button says it's the Copper MD. Or is it the Lenovo Explorer? Prince Alexander says it's Cosmos. Maybe it's Cosmos. They're overdue for some more news. And SAMIK81 says Oculus Go is very comfortable. Only $3 though. And Push the Button, of course, says comfortable does not mean the best. And so everybody is trying all of that. I mean, everybody's talking about that. So yeah, I don't know. And Chris says, I don't think PSVR is comfortable at all, but maybe that's because it gives me a headache. Yeah, I don't know, man. PSVR just fits on my head like a nice soft pillow. It is incredibly comfortable as far as I'm concerned. Okay, now what else is in the news today? By the way, today is March 1st, and we are going to get into the Games of March 2019, the VR Games of March 2019. That is going to be a big part of this episode, and that is coming up very soon, so just stay tuned for that. But before we go there, let's switch over to our Webby browser. But let's see, I wanted to talk about something that just broke this afternoon or this morning still, whatever you want to call it. So let's go ahead and bounce over here. And this is Boneworks. Yeah, do you guys remember this thing called Boneworks by Stress Level Zero? It's so funny because I cover VR gaming in a major way, especially with VR game rankings, where I'm trying to rank all the most exciting VR games that are coming up in the future. And I always am marveled by the fact that there will be some VR game or some VR thing that I heard about a long time ago. Briefly, I reported on it on like VR Game Rankings YouTube channel. I talked about Boneworks. Like if you do a search on YouTube for Boneworks, you'll find one of my old shows. I talked about this, but somehow I end up forgetting about it, and I don't even have this ranked among the top 80 most wanted PC VR games. There's always these things that slip through the cracks and somehow I forget about them. And here is Boneworks. Now the question with Boneworks, is this a game? I don't know if this is a game. Now what they say right here is Boneworks is an experimental physics VR adventure. Use found physics weapons, tools, and objects to fight across dangerous playscapes and mysterious architecture. And we could check out some of these pictures. You know, it kind of looks like a game. It kind of looks like a game. It kind of looks like the lab. You know, doesn't this look like the lab? Like these backgrounds, like this part right here looks like, you know, Valve. It looks like the lab. Like this part right here, doesn't this remind you of the lab? It reminds me of the lab. But yeah, I don't know 100% if this is a game, but it does look cool. Stress Level Zero. You know, if you want to think about Stress Level Zero, they have provided two pretty good experiences in VR. Of course, Duck Season. A lot of people really like that. Hover Junkers. That arrived on the day that the Vive arrived. Hover Junkers has been around since the very beginning. Duck Season, really cool, nostalgic kind of a thing. Also a little bit of a horror game. Pretty interesting there. And this is Boneworks. And you know what? There is a trailer for this. I grabbed the trailer. Let's go ahead and check it out. So I'm going to go ahead and bounce back over here to my standard scene. I'm going to pump the volume on Ghost Giant here, and we're going to check out this brand new Boneworks trailer. So let me go ahead and pump this up.
From where you least expected.
Help! It's real! It's no! Leave me alone! No.
Oh, what up, son?
Okay, this looks freaking cool as F. Like, this really looks cool, guys. Is it just me, or does this look freaking badass? At first, I was going to say, you know what, Valve? Y'all better get your lawyers fired up and ready, because this looks like they are really entrenching on the lab portal. You know, it looks very Portal-esque, very lab, very Half-Life-ish. But man, the physics and everything, this looks super cool. Like, this looks really cool. I gotta say, like, I'm very impressed with this. I have a feeling that this is gonna rank very high on our most wanted charts, most wanted PC VR games. This is coming to the Oculus Rift and the HTC Vive and Windows Mixed Reality. It does say 2019. It does look funny. It looks funny. It looks cool. I'm really looking forward to this. This looks sweet. Like, just that part right there, like oh man, these guys. What's up, son? That looks funny. Boneworks. Who would have thought? Yeah, so Boneworks looks really proper. Absolutely.
Oh, what up, son?
What up, son? What up, son? I don't know. What up? That's Boneworks. So that does look cool. I had a question here. Is this a game or a physics demo? And no, this appears to be a game. There's definitely a lot of physics stuff going on, and I'm guessing that probably what happened in terms of like how they developed this thing is, I bet you they were probably just doing a lot of experimentation on like trying to figure out physics in VR and trying to get that really right. And then they just kind of decided to kind of build a game around it at the same time. So I kind of think that's probably what's been going on here. But yeah, that looks pretty freaking cool. So much love to the boys over there at Stress Level Zero. I really like that background right there. That background looks really cool for some reason. Just like, it almost looks like, what was that TV show on NBC, The Dome? You know, remember The Dome? Like that one little like right there, it looks like they're in a dome or something. But yeah, that looks sweet. That looks pretty freaking sweet. So that is Boneworks. I'm telling you, I heard about this thing the longest time ago. We saw a little, like they had a little teaser demo for Boneworks a long time ago, and they've just been banging away on this thing for a lengthy period of time. So that looks like it's coming along pretty nicely. All right, well, we have a couple other minor stories to get into real quick. Let's go ahead. Hold on one sec here. Let me switch over. So I just wanted to update in terms of some release dates. I wanted to update everybody. Let's bounce over to the Webby browser here. Unearthing Mars 2. Now, this was going to be coming a lot sooner, but I did notice that it now has been updated to say May of 2019. So available May of 2019. This is Unearthing Mars 2, The Ancient War by Winking Entertainment. Just wanted to update you guys on that has been delayed a little bit. And some other minor news that I wanted to get into really quick is, of course, what do we cover every single day like clockwork? We cover the Oculus Daily Deal. And over here, this is the Oculus Daily Deal of the day. It's a big one. It's one of the bigger VR games out there. Budget cuts. It's going for 15 bucks. This is 50% off. The normal price is 30. You got a little bit under 12 hours left with this. Now, to be fair, budget cuts, well, you know, I can't say that it shouldn't cost 30 bucks because there is like 8 or 9 hours or at least 7 hours of gameplay. If you run through the entire game of budget cuts, there's got to be at least 7 hours of gameplay. And so it isn't short. So they could get away with charging 30 bucks for this, and they have been charging 30 bucks for this for a long time, and you can go ahead and grab it for 15 now. And, you know, recently there was an update to this. They added kind of like that little arcade mode and stuff. I have actually not gone back into this. I did when I got my new PC, and I got the 1080 Ti and the Ryzen and all that. I went back into budget cuts. This is one of the first games I wanted to check into after improving my PC in a major way. I was hoping that this would improve a hell of a lot. it didn't really improve for me. It was still a major problem. And then the other thing is, I almost feel like, you know how I'm so late to the party on LA Noire, the VR case files, like I didn't play it for damn near 2 years? I almost feel like I want to do the same thing with budget cuts and wait for wireless. I want a wireless headset when I play budget cuts, because damn, this is one of the few games where I get tangled up in my cord like you would not believe. And the problem is, my Oculus Rift cord, I probably just need to bite the bullet and order a brand new Oculus Rift cord, because my cord, it just has like little knots and stuff in it. There's like little knots and tangles, and no matter how much I untangle it, it immediately gets back curled up. And this game is damn near impossible to play with my cord. My cord just doesn't want to allow me to play this game, because you're constantly getting on the ground, crawling around. That's the proper way to play budget cuts. So I kind of want to wait for wireless. But 15 bucks, not a bad deal by any stretch of the imagination. So that is out there. That's a pretty good deal. Okay, so let's go back over here to our standard scene. Now, obviously, guys, today is March 1st, and that means we are going to cover the games of March. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and throw on the games of March, our breakdown. This is going to last a while. It's going to go over all the big games of March, and then as soon as this is over, we'll talk about some of the games individually, and we'll start thinking, you know, what is the game of March? Like, what is the one to get? So let's go ahead and get into this. I'm going to go ahead and pump the volume up on Boneworks, and we'll get into our little montage of all the best games in the month of March. And today is March 1st, so the process hath begun. So I'm going to go ahead and pump this up and grab the games of March.
Good. All right. Yeehaw! Pretty good shooting, Tater.
Seriously?
On your quest, you will travel through fantastic lands and solve mysteries under the guidance of Aurelius, a fellow wizard trapped out of time and space.
That was acceptable. Let's move on.
At your command is a set of spells that are conjured and cast with the gestures of your own hands. In the Enhanced Edition, Carbon Studio presents the very best version of the game with new locations, appearance customization, and dozens of improvements across the board. The great adventure awaits. Prepare to put on your sorcerer's robe, grab the controllers, and immerse yourself in the magical world of the Wizards.
VR ミステリーアドベンチャー東京クロノス
We don't know what's waiting for us down there.
Oh man, you wouldn't believe what we found.
Fortunately, no such thing as a setback for a woman of my stature.
I never should have come here.
You go to the ruin to dig around, and you let us worry about Rodel. We ain't here to thank whatever it is the boss is looking for in there. Find it. Then you take one step, 2 steps. Bing! You're dead.
I was gonna eat that. Okay, whatever floats your boat. Hey, human, think fast. What good are hands if you can't catch? Oh, that's my team.
Hey, human, don't you want to see the rest of Vacation Island?
Tastes like
time off.
But we are strong. We will rekindle the flames of freedom. We will fight fire with fire and use their machines against them. Saddle up, Cyberpilot. You're one of us now.
Alrighty, guys. Well, that, of course, is the month of March. These are the different games that are coming in the month of March. Now, one thing I got to mention, though, is some of these games haven't shown up quite when they're supposed to. Because, well, actually, hold on one second. Let's go ahead and switch up here. Let me switch up to a different thing in the window. And let's go through all these different games of March. Let's kind of take a look at this here. So these are the VR releases for March 2019, and we're going to start off with the ones that have actual release dates. And on March 1st, we have the Arc Slinger, which is by Big Red Button Entertainment. This is supposed to be coming to PlayStation VR today. We'll check that in just a second. Summer Funland by Monad Rock, which has been available for Steam and Oculus for a while now, and is actually a pretty cool experience. Summer Funland, not too bad actually. That is supposed to hit PlayStation VR today as well. But let's go, hold on one second. Let's just take a quick pause here. Let's go over to our Webby browser, and this is the USA PlayStation Store. I'm going to go ahead and refresh this one more time. And yeah, I'm not seeing Arc Slinger, and I'm not seeing Summer Funland anywhere here. So I don't know what's going on. So they apparently have not hit the USA PlayStation VR Store yet. So that's kind of weird. But anyway, let's go ahead and go back here. Also, I believe, what's that game called? The Mine. It's like one of those, it's like a Cave Digger. There's a Cave Digger, which is free. It's like a free-to-play game that's available on Steam. That is also supposed to come to PlayStation VR today as well, but I'm not seeing that one there either. So I'm guessing these will arrive within the next couple of days. They should be there. Okay, on March 6th, coming to Steam, we have Gungrave VR by Iggy Mob, and we have Gungrave VR UN by Iggy Mob. Now, I'm not sure exactly how this works in terms of, I was kind of looking at it, and I think if you buy Gungrave VR UN, you get the regular Gungrave VR, but you also get some extra stuff. Or you can just buy Gungrave VR all by itself. But that is coming on March 6th. I don't think it looks very good at all, to be completely honest with you guys. And nobody in the PlayStation VR world was excited about Gungrave VR. I mean, even after it came out, like, I don't think there's anybody that is ranting and raving about Gungrave VR on PlayStation VR. unless you're just a hardcore Gungrave fanatic, I'm not sure why you would get this. But this is coming on March 6th. Now, on March 7th, this is our first big bangers of the month of March. And I gotta say, Audica, the more that I watch Audica, that trailer, the more I think it looks pretty freaking incredible. I'm excited for Audica. I think Audica is going to be badass. I think that's going to be an awesome game. Very much looking forward to Audica on March 7th. Obviously, Shadow Legend VR, we've talked about this a million times. It's just an unfortunate situation for Vitruvius VR, but they now have this dated for March 7th, and they'll probably get it figured out by March 7th. So that is Audica. Shadow Legend, it's funny because Shadow Legend VR, that was my pick for February, and it is making March a stronger month. I'll definitely tell you that. You know, it definitely adds some firepower to the month of March, so that's good news. Okay, let's go to page number 2. Okay, here's page number 2. On March 8th, Vertigo Home by Trucker VR. Unless you're a hardcore stoner and you've played so much Polybius that your eyes have melted off, and you have nothing else to do as a stoner extraordinaire, maybe go ahead and grab Vertigo Home, but the rest of us are probably going to pass on this. Now, the good news is this actually was supposed to be out today on March 1st. Trucker VR delayed the game because PSVR Underground told them, you guys should probably drop the price a little bit. They decided to drop it from $20 to $13, and it is now coming on March 8th. That is Vertigo Home. On March 12th, we have the Wizards Enhanced Edition. And if you're a PlayStation VR gamer and that's all you've got, this is probably the big one of the month. This is definitely one of the bigger games of the month coming to PlayStation VR, the Wizards Enhanced Edition. I actually have this. Well, VR Roundtable, we have this. It is embargoed. I can't talk about it. I actually have not been in there and played it yet because it's embargoed till way late in March. And I don't know, there's a thing. It's hard for me to play games that are embargoed so far off into the future because if I could play it like 3 days before it comes out, that's great. But I don't want to play it like 2 weeks before it comes out and then I kind of forget about it. But I need to get in there and check out the Wizards Enhanced Edition. I am looking forward to trying that on March. I'm looking forward to trying that very soon, and it is coming on March 12th. And then the other good news is the PC VR version is going to get all of the enhancements that are coming to this Enhanced Edition. So it's almost like a re-grand opening celebration for the Wizards on March 12th across all platforms. So we're kind of excited about that. On March 15th, Wartime Prologue by Pixel Brain Studios. Looks kind of like that game Contact Last Defense. Looks a little bit like that Nightstar Alliance game a little bit. It seems kind of like a Zortex 26XX kind of a game. You got a spaceship that you're kind of moving around through asteroid fields. I don't know that that trailer did a whole bunch of favors for Pixel Brain Studios. I don't know that it makes it look all that great, but that is Wartime Prologue. Virtual Battlegrounds by Cyberdream. We saw that trailer just yesterday, but you know, it's coming out on March 15th. It's entering a really harsh situation with so many other games that are in that same kind of category, so that's going to be difficult for them to deal with. Let's go to page number 3. Okay, bouncing over here to page number 3. On March 20th, we have Tokyo Chronos by My Dearest Incorporated is the developer on that. Now, this is also coming to PlayStation VR, but the PlayStation VR version is not going to be ready. The PlayStation VR version is trailing and might not arrive until later in spring or even early in the summer. But Tokyo Chronos is supposed to come out on March 20th on Steam. I know you anime lovers are hyped for that one. There's a Kickstarter and everything for Tokyo Chronos. Okay, Immortal Legacy, The Jade Cipher by Viva Games. This is a PlayStation VR game. This is another one of these games where we kind of hear about it a long time ago, and we kind of forget about it. And then it's like, oh yeah, that's coming out on March 20th. they changed the name. This game used to be Kill X, and they changed the name to Immortal Legacy, the Jade Cipher. It's really hard to say with a lot of these PlayStation VR games that are kind of by indie developers. You just never know what, it's like a box of chocolates. You never know quite what you're going to get there. Okay, March 26th, probably the biggest banger of the month in terms of a confirmed game that is coming this March that has a locked-in release date, and it is coming to all the major platforms. In fact, I believe there are closed betas for this that you can try to get into on PlayStation VR for Space Junkies. Space Junkies coming on March 26th to all the major platforms out there. The price, I believe, is $39.99, and that is pretty damn harsh. Now, this does look very AAA. Ubisoft Montpellier is the studio that is banging that puppy out there. It looks really, really good, and it's fun. I've been in there. It's colorful and it's fun, but damn, 40 bucks. 40 bucks for that, baby. I don't know about that. That's kind of harsh. Harsh with a capital H. But yeah, these are the games that are absolutely confirmed. Well, I mean, they're not confirmed, but they have actual release dates in the month of March. Now, we also have a number of games that we believe are coming sometime in the month of March, like Jet X. If you go to Jet X, they say March release, and it was just updated recently, so we're looking forward to Jet X. The Spy Who Shrunk Me. Remember, actually, let's go over to our Webby browser here. Let's go to the Webby browser. And let's see, let me grab one of these Steam pages, Unearthing Mars. Okay, so let's go to The Spy Who Shrunk Me. Okay, The Spy Who Shrunk Me. This is only 10 bucks. It's got positive reviews, but, you know, no one really cares about the flat version, right? I don't really care about the flat version, but this trailer looked so cool. It had such a cool trailer, and so you look at it and you think, oh yeah, this would be really cool in VR, you know, shrinking down, being bigger, being smaller, grabbing little guys, throwing them around, and doing different stuff. This is already available, but this is the flat version. The last I heard, the VR support was going to come to this game in March, but I haven't heard anything since then. Okay, so they had this update on February 28th. I don't know if they mention anything about a VR version. Not seeing anything here about the VR version. So we're still kind of waiting on this. I'm still mildly excited for The Spy Who Shrunk Me, and the price isn't very high. You know, 10 bones, not very bad. Let's see, it says the VR edition will be free of charge for PC version owners. So you could buy that for 10 bucks right now, and you'll get that VR version when it arrives. Hopefully it actually is in the month of March. We don't really know. Now, another game that might end up in March is Area of Darkness. Yeah, this game right here, Area of Darkness Sentinel. Oh, breaking news. Breaking news, ladies and gentlebots, because let me tell you, I looked at this Steam page yesterday. It did not say, I think I did. I don't believe it said March 26th. So Area of Darkness Sentinel, they are going head to head, baby. They're going head to head with Space Junkies. They're saying, Ubisoft, Montpellier, step up to the plate. We're going to go head to head. We're going to try to knock your ass out with this wannabe Tomb Raider game. I don't know. It looks kind of good, but I could also see this being a complete and utter disaster. So I don't know exactly what to think about Area of Darkness Sentinel. I do believe that the volume on the trailer needs to be adjusted. The lip sync needs to be adjusted. It does look like, I mean, you just look at these backgrounds here, and it looks like a pretty good game engine that this thing is running on. You know, these interior scenes look pretty good. We've seen the trailer for this. We've seen the killer dog. Of course, everybody, I mean, if you've ever been in a fight with a vicious killer dog, you grab it by its mouth, just like King Kong grabbed those T-Rexes in the Jack Black King Kong. Everybody does that. I mean, if you're being attacked by a killer Rottweiler or a killer German Shepherd or a Doberman Pinscher or whatever the F it is, you just grab it by its jaws and you just rip the freaking head apart. I mean, that's what King Kong did, so we all should be able to do this. But that is Area of Darkness Sentinel. Now it has been confirmed. Baby, March 26th. So I need to update my charts on that. All right, and then, of course, Thunderballs. Haven't really been tracking Thunderballs. Yeah, Thunderballs VR. Don't know a hell of a lot about this, but we did see this, and this is coming in March. Well, I mean, it's tentatively scheduled for March. Now, I talked about a few games that I think might sneak into March. Vacation Simulator. So here's the thing about Vacation Simulator. Vacation Simulator is currently scheduled for the first quarter of 2019. Okay, first quarter is January, February, and March. We are now in the month of March. So either Vacation Simulator is coming out this month or it's going to be delayed a little bit. I kind of think it's going to be delayed a little bit, but I also feel like I'm going to be at GDC, okay, in a couple of weeks, guys. I think Vacation Simulator is going to be there, and I think there's going to be a demo for it. I don't know if, I'm going to be waiting in different lines and trying different demos. I hope to try Vacation Simulator at GDC, and I'm hoping that it'll be there. There will be a brand new demo. There will be a brand new trailer for it, and there will be a release date for it. But I kind of feel like the release date might be like May or something. So I don't know. That's my thought on Vacation Simulator. But I still think there's a very slight chance it could somehow sneak into March. Then we got District Steel by Barricade Studios. For example, if we go over here, District Steel, we go check out, check out the Steam page here for District Steel. For, this says Q1 2019. Well, we're running out of time. Q1 2019 is starting to run out of time. This game has been delayed forever, though. Like, this has been in development forever and a day. Barricade Studio banging away on this. I still like the look of this game. I wish they would make like a legitimate trailer for it with like music and stuff. They don't have that yet. But this is a game that might sneak barely into the month of March. And then, of course, Wolfenstein Cyberpilot. Like, we saw the trailer for Wolfenstein Cyberpilot, and I'm sure people probably saw that and said, damn, whatever happened to Wolfenstein Cyberpilot? Because I remember hearing a long time ago. Let me just do a rando Google search. Wolfenstein Cyberpilot. I don't think they have. It's weird because they don't have a Steam page for this. See, the thing is, what do you call it? Bethesda is off in their own world right now. Like, are they not participating with Steam anymore? Are they not down with Steam anymore? So they don't care about Steam. But like Wolfenstein Cyberpilot, like, it's here on Amazon, $19.99. It's $20 on Amazon. This game will be available on December 31st, 2019. Okay, problem solved. We found out when it's coming out. No, that's obviously a tentative thing there. But I remember when this first can I talk? Okay, I remember when this first hit Amazon, everybody was like, wow, this is already on Amazon. It's only $19.99. And a lot of people were buying it because they felt like the price is going to be higher than this. And if you buy it at Amazon, if you lock in at this $19.99 price, you're locked in. So if this changes to $39, it doesn't matter. You're still getting it for $19.99. But this is only the PSVR version. And I believe they had a date of February 2019 for a while. Obviously, that didn't happen. February has come and gone. We haven't heard anything about this. So this might be one of these things where we get an updated trailer, an updated release date, and it just, boom, it just hits out of nowhere and we find out about it. So that could happen with Wolfenstein Cyberpilot. So that's basically all the different games that we're talking about here when we are talking about the month of March. And, if someone put a gun to my head, if somebody put a gun to my head and said, Anthony, you can only pick one game. There can only be one game for the month of March. See, last month, my pick of the day was Shadow Legend VR. And my pick of the day for the month of March is not Shadow Legend VR. It is Audica, baby. Yes, this is my pick of the month for March. I think this game looks badass. I'm loving the look of this game. I really like the look of this game. I like the idea of the guns to the beat. I think it's a great idea. I like the Ikaruga aspect of it with the orange and the blue. You got an orange gun, a blue gun. I like this badass trailer with this badass chick that I now know is a badass chick. But yeah, no, this is my game. This is my game and I'm not even a rhythm action guy. But like of all the games that are coming in the month of March, I am more hyped, I think, for Audica than any of these games. I'm more hyped for this game than any of the other March games. I'm still, you know, Shadow Legend VR, I got to admit, I'm playing Shadow Legend VR. So it's not as exciting as if you never played Shadow Legend VR. And like a lot of you guys have not played Shadow Legend VR, and it is solid. It is a solid game. It might not be everything that you really wanted it to be, but it is still very solid. But I don't know. I'm hyped on Audica, man. That's March 7th. I'm looking forward to that in a major, major way. Shadow Legend VR, absolutely. The Wizards, I'm kind of, you know, kind of mildly interested in that. Space Junkies, I'm not really tripping, but it's, you know, that's not my style of game too much. Especially with that $40 price, I'm not tripping on that. Jet X still looks kind of cool. Area of Darkness is a long shot for me. I don't think, I mean, I kind of don't think Area of Darkness is gonna, like, I don't know. I would like to believe in Area of Darkness, but I kind of have trouble believing in Area of Darkness. But it could come out of the blue and blow me away. You know, it could be Tomb Raider VR. Okay, so those are the games of the month of March. Let me go ahead and check out chat. So apparently a whole bunch of VR Roundtable people have been jumping into chat. Of course, I was busy and wasn't really checking that out. But yeah, Reckoner VR is in the building. Steve Bishop is in the building. So everybody is showing up. Where's Chris? We just need Chris, and the entire crew will be in the building. And Reckoner VR says Quest will be at GDC. Hell yes, it will. And I will be there too. And I am excited to I am very excited to try the Quest for the very first time. That is going to be awesome possum. Absolutely. So anyway, yeah, these are some of the stuff that I'm excited about. Let's see. Was there some other minor stories I wanted to get into real quick before we check out of here? I think we've been going for about 1 hour. So we are about 1 hour in now. Yeah, we are 1 hour in. But I just had like 2 little tiny minor stories, or actually just really one minor story to get into real quick. And I just wanted to mention, let's go over to the Webby browser real quick here. There is a deal for PlayStation VR gamers that you might want to take a look at, and that is Bravo Team. You can actually get the physical version of Bravo Team for $15. This is via GameFly. Yeah, see, here in the United States, we have a thing called GameFly. And Steve Bishop in chat used to be a proud member of GameFly for the longest time. He was a GameFly guy. And I had a membership to GameFly at one point too, especially in the very, very early days of PlayStation VR. Like, actually, this is no joke. If there's anybody that is in the USA that has just bought a PlayStation VR, you might want to sign up for GameFly and sign up for a deal where you could have like 3 games at a time. There's a lot of physical games, and you could try a lot of the physical discs. It's crazy. Yeah, there's these things called physical discs. It's weird. It's like a silver thing, and you put it inside your PlayStation 4. It's so weird. And they still have these physical things. And here in the United States, we actually have a rental service. And that's what GameFly is. But what happens is GameFly will have these games forever. And then they will offer them up for sale. And you'll be able to buy them. And sometimes you can find some incredible deals, actually, at GameFly. I don't really check this anymore. But back in the old days, when I used to go to a website called Cheap Ass Gamer, Yeah, I used to go to that website all the time. They would always have all the greatest deals, and they would always be talking about GameFly. There were various deals where you could buy this game for $9.99, this game for $7.99. Like, GameFly would have some pretty good deals, and they're very good condition. Like, when you actually get the case and the instructions, it looks like absolutely brand new. So it's pretty nice there. Now, your game might be scratched to hell, but your case and your although they don't do instructions anymore. No one has instructions. That is so old. That is such a quaint little thing. All right, well, let's go back over here to our standard scene. So anyway, guys, what I'm going to do now is we're going to bounce out of here. So let me go ahead and get my little outro logo on the scene here. Where is my outro logo? And we will pop it on the background. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so yeah, that's basically going to do it for today's episode of VR 365 Live. We definitely got into the games of the month of March 2019. And so for those of you guys that are watching this program after the fact, also those of you in chat, wait a little bit, and when this is up as a regular video and you can leave a comment after the fact, I'm very curious, what is everybody's game of March? Like, what is the game of March that you are checking for? Which one do you have highlighted? Which one are you saving your pennies for? For me, it's Audica, March 7th, Harmonix. I'm not really a music guy, but I just feel like maybe they nailed this baby. And so I'm kind of hyped for Audica. That is my banger for the month of March. I'm curious, what is your guys' banger for the month of March? So go ahead and leave that in the show notes. And then also, the last thing I'll say on the whole AdSense thing, if there's anybody that is like an AdSense expert that has dealt with all of this drama of has anybody had an AdSense account that was locked in a loop? Because that's what's going on with my AdSense account. I just want to close it. I just want to shut it down, but I cannot close it because it's in this error loop. It's waiting for me to do something with the VR Game Rankings website, which I'm never going to do anything with it. It's over. I just want to close the account. If only I can talk to a Google employee for like 2 minutes. I could just say, bro, I just want to close this account, or I just want to like remove the website aspect of this and just connect it to my YouTube and forget about the website. Forget about the website, but it's like stuck. It's stuck in a freaking loop and it is driving me crazy. So if anybody knows anything about that, if anybody can help me with that, email me at info@vrgamerankings.com. I will check your email. I will try to figure that out. I'm still going to try to figure it out on my own. I'm going to try to bang away. I'll try to send some more emails, but I've never been answered. I've sent emails and I've never been answered on the emails. So I don't feel like there's a lot of hope there as far as that goes. But like I was saying, I said eventually the sun will shine. It has to, right? It has to. Like, I believe in the yin and yang. I believe there's good and there's bad. So if there's a lot of bad, there's a good day that's coming. I believe in that. So there's got to be a good day that's coming. But anyway, guys, I got to bounce out of here. That's going to go ahead and do it. I will see everybody tomorrow at about noon Pacific time on Saturday. That's when we do it, at noon. So anyway, guys, I'll bounce out of here and I'll see you guys next time. Have a good one. Take it easy. Have a wonderful Friday. See you guys tomorrow. Later.